Hey everyone, good afternoon. It's Sunday about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was just thinking, I haven't been watching much YouTube, just a little bit, but I did watch a couple videos yesterday, a couple things that Darling posted recently, a couple things that Grifters Anonymous posted, watched a little bit of Blind Views, just trying to catch up on things out there in the world of Sarasota Tim. So it got me to thinking about what I do compared to what Sarasota Tim does. Now, the first thing obviously is I don't put out 4 or 5 or 6 videos every day. I don't have a camera stuck to my head and just film whatever I do all the time. And most of the times I'm working. Like today I'm working editing some video and some music. We recorded ourselves playing some music yesterday, so I'm editing some of that stuff and, kind of cleaning it up a little bit. Also editing some video that I took yesterday for another purpose, not for YouTube, for this channel at least anyway. I've been helping my wife with her, Abby, been helping her take care of some things on her House of Yoga virtual yoga studio channel that she streams yoga on. I've been working on trying to figure out how I can buy a couple more cameras because the cameras that we used to stream right now are kind of getting old and they're starting to fail. They're, just having some difficulty with them. So I do need to figure out what I need to do. I've been doing some research online with what type of camera is good and cost effective. Looks like the only cameras that really are going to do what we need it to do is probably going to be another couple of GoPros, and those are probably going to cost us about $600 with everything we need. So I've been working on that. Now the difference between what I do and what Sarasota Tim does is Sarasota Tim doesn't do anything really. He just wanders around talking nonsense most of the time, oscillating between being mean and hateful and preaching, the Bible, very bizarre stuff. And he doesn't really do anything. What does he do really? Show videos of his cars, of his camper, shows videos of him, going to Walmart's, going to the gas station, getting coffee, going to the laundromat. It's all nonsense. It's not even interesting. And so that's the difference between Sarasota Tim and myself. He's retired and he's doing nothing, not doing anything to help anybody or really doing anything, even though he says he helps people. Many people have said this already. Him buying somebody coffee and a meal for him, for them behind him out at McDonald's is not helping anybody. It's just an easy way that he can do it without investing too much money, of course, or time. The people behind him at McDonald's don't need the money because obviously they're driving a car and they're at McDonald's buying breakfast or whatever it is. So the difference between him and I is that, and many other people of us that are retired, is that we are actually doing something. I still am working. Even though I'm retired, I'm doing the work that I just described, and I like to travel around. I like to go to places, camp, whatever. I've got another camping trip coming up. So that's the difference. But what I really was thinking about this morning, and the reason I made this video, is because I was wondering today, just this thought just came up into my mind for a couple of moments. What is really the difference between Sarasota Tim and myself, or Sarasota Tim and the rest of us? Now, I think that we are in one way more like Sarasota Tim than we like to think. And that is because, we think a lot of thoughts every day. I think I read some time ago that we think like 20 or 30,000 thoughts every day. Most of them are the same thoughts every day. And so we have these thoughts, just like Sarasota Tim has all these thoughts, but the difference is that all those different thoughts come out of his mouth and into your camera and your YouTube feed. the difference between him and the rest of us, or at least him and I, is that I do have a lot of those thoughts, but I know how to filter it. And I think most of us, don't say everything that comes into our mind out of our mouth, or don't say it out loud. So, and I think I don't know what I've tried to do some research on what this might be a symptom of, but I think it's some type of mental disorder that he just can't stop the thoughts coming from his mind out of his mouth. So I think that's the difference. I think in some ways we are closer to Sarasota Tim than we'd like, but we don't share all that nonsense. We certainly don't share it with everybody that we come into contact with out loud. We even probably have some, hateful or negative thoughts in our minds from time to time. But the difference is that they all come out of Sarasota Tim's mouth. So what do we do about it? I mean, there's nothing we can do except continue to do what we're already doing, and that is to think before we speak and be good, prudent, stable human beings, not irrational, unstable, self-conscious human beings, unsure of their self, like I think Tim is. I think Tim doesn't have any confidence in himself really at the root. So anyway, that's just some of the things I was thinking about today. Please feel free to share your comments, negative or positive. I don't care. I'd like to hear what you think. All right, my friends, I do have some other things coming up. I've been working on trying to plan another camping trip. I can't go for a couple of weeks because my truck is in for service and it won't be finished until this Friday. So I might go out a week from this Wednesday and Thursday for a little solo camp trip. So we'll see. Got some other thoughts on Sarasota Tim too, based on a couple of things that I've seen recently on Otter's Retirement Corner. So, just keep watching these folks if you don't want to really watch all the nonsense and filter all through the negative parts of Sarasota Tim's videos, because most of them are kind of repetitive or nonsense anyway. I've been following Darling, Grifters Anonymous, Blind Views. Who else? I've been following Carl for a while. So if you haven't watched Carl's videos, go and watch him. He's a really nice guy. Always tries to talk kind and, is careful about how he speaks about things. And he's only has like 800 or 900 subscribers. So let's try to get him to get over 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of a milestone like it was for me. I haven't really moved off of 1,000 subscribers in quite a while, but I really don't care about it because I'm not doing this for the money. I'm just doing this for fun and for a little bit of therapy. All right, my friends, have an awesome day. Please remember to be a good, stable human being. Be compassionate, be kind, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.